Welcome to Indiana Sports Beat Radio.
So for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Time!
Three on the way. Oh! It went in! It went in! And Indiana wins the ball game!
Know your role and shut your mouth, you jabroni!
Float game for the win! Taylor's gone. Goodbye. Touchdown, Indy. Woo! IU. America. They got a football team now.
It's pretty simple. I win. Google me.
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
Oh, now, here's Jim Coyle.
Two. Hello, everybody. Welcome aboard Indiana Sports Beat Radio's basketball postgame show. Don't want to get carried away here. Indiana traveling to Kentucky tonight. Scott Leskowski joining me on a happy Heisman night for the Hoosiers, at least. The basketball game doesn't go quite as well. We'll get to that, of course. But, hey, man, let's talk about the good stuff first. What a gigantic night for Fernando Mendoza and the Indiana football program, as Indiana has its first Heisman Trophy winner, as he is the 2025 Heisman Trophy winner. Announced tonight up in New York. The other finalists, of course, Jeremiah Love and Julian Sayin, along with Diego Pavia. Scott, I did not realize Diego Pavia was so damn short. I don't know he's got much of a career in the NFL, man.
It'll be interesting to see where he ends up, but yeah, certainly the man of the night is Fernando Mendoza. I tell you what, one of the best Indiana athletes I think we'll see ever come around. Obviously, our first Heisman Trophy winner, but honestly, I mean, he's a great role model. He's a great human being just in general, a great person. He's nice, humble, and you can tell from his interviews that he's just a down-to-earth, great guy. And honestly, it could not happen to a better person. Obviously, a great honor for him and the university. And I tell you what, it's a great day to be a Hoosier. We get our first Heisman winner, and the football team's rolling. So yeah, we'll keep our eyes on the bright spots here. But I tell you what, that's a great day. And his speech afterwards, I think we're all in tears. I know me and my family were talking during the speech, and yeah. We were definitely all crying and a lot of emotions, and he's just a great, great human being. One of the best Indiana athletes I think to ever come around. So a huge honor, and it was great to see that happen out on the national stage there.
Yeah, Indiana, very, very fortunate for that family to have come across into their athletics program, and just the whole. I mean, we talk about, the craziness of all this that has happened in these last 2 years, and believe you me, yeah, it's crazy. And you could take this one little thing by itself, and it's crazy. The Mendoza story by itself is crazy, but just to go down this little quick list, I think this is just unprecedented. Fernando is now, his team is 13-0, number one in the country. He's the Heisman Trophy winner. He is the Big Ten champion. He is the Big Ten quarterback of the year. He's the Big Ten offensive player of the year. He was all Big Ten first team. He's the AP player of the year, the Maxwell Award, most outstanding player, the Walter Camp Award, most outstanding player, the Davey O'Brien Award for the nation's best quarterback.
Yep.
Oh, and then Kurt Signetti was now back-to-back Big Ten Coach of the Year, back-to-back Home Depot National Coach of the Year, and back-to-back Walter Camp National
That's
Coach
right,
of the
baby.
Year.
That's
A
right,
first
baby.
for that. There's no way this has ever happened in college football. In the history of college football, there's no way that this has happened.
We are, we're witnessing history right here. Certainly what Signetti's done in a very short time period. Obviously, the last 2 years have been pretty incredible. It's hard to believe. My dad has been a IU fan for his entire life, and the football team, once again, has struggled for a long time. was the most losing program before a few weeks ago, and to see where we're at today is truly incredible. It's incredible, and I can't wait to see where we end up. But we'll be heading out to Pasadena to the Rose Bowl. But once again, that's just the first stop. We want to make sure that we see this thing all the way home. We're looking for a national championship. It's great to have a Big Ten championship. That was a fantastic game. First of all, to beat Ohio State for the first time in who knows how many years. But it was incredible. It was a great day. Obviously, the basketball team struggled against Louisville, but we topped it off with the Big Ten championship game there in Lucas Oil Stadium. So it was incredible. And to see what these guys have done, once again, Signetti back-to-back Coach of the Year, and now we have a Heisman winner in his first year at Indiana. This is it's amazing. It's hard to believe, and I think people across the state of Indiana, all the Hoosier fans, especially the football fans, nationwide. Obviously, basketball, we've won some championships in the past, but football it's hard to kind of hang your hat on anything for the past many years, and to see this happen is truly incredible. Everyone's probably scratching their head saying, "What the heck are we doing here?" But it's a brand new game. Obviously, NIL changed the game, and we're here. We're here, baby.
It's not. Everybody keeps saying NIL. It's not NIL that changed Indiana. It's the transfer portal, because they're still doing it with guys that were either zero-star guys or these G5 guys. All the guys that came from James Madison and the other the great daggone the lineman they just lost on the football team this year. Came in from Penn State. But anyway, they're still doing it with guys that are not the guys at Ohio State or Michigan or all these other guys recruit.
I don't think we've got a 4 or 5 star on the crew. I don't think there's a 5 or a 4 or 5 star on the team. It's all built from 3 stars and below. It's pretty incredible. But we're gonna see this thing out, and I hope we bring it home.
Yeah, hopefully they get going. Basketball did not go down the way that people would have liked for that to happen. Like 72-60. First half, they kept it close, a little closer than I expected them to, partly because Kentucky couldn't hit water if they were sitting in a boat, but Indiana couldn't have either from behind the three-point line. Neither team shot the ball well from three-point tonight. Both teams combined to go 7 for, what was that, 35, 40, or 39? 7 for 39? Nice. That's like 18.5%, something right there. So this game was not won there, Scott, but Indiana did something they normally don't, or a couple of things they normally don't do. They turned the ball over a lot, 18, only getting 4 out of Kentucky. And obviously, because of that, where they normally make their points off turnovers, man, they got crushed 23-6. It just killed them right there.
Yeah, we only made 15 shots the whole game. 15 of 44 from the field for 34%. On the road, especially at Kentucky. That's not going to get it done. They made 22 shots there, 22 of 58. On the road, especially in a tough environment like Rupp Arena, once again, just not gonna work. 4 of 24 from the 3-point line, 17%. And Kentucky was 3 of 15, not much better, but we live and die by the 3 in some areas, and it's not going to get it done. We had them for the first half. We had them for the first 3 quarters of the game. And I think obviously the turning point was Wilkerson going out with 4 fouls, 18 minutes left to go. And then he didn't come back for another 9-10 minutes in the game. And that was tough. You could kind of feel the shift there. Your leading scorer goes out and he's not going to come back for a long time. I think that kind of breathed life into Kentucky, and they took advantage of it. Towards the last 10-12 minutes of the game, you could tell they wanted it more. We outscored them 39-32 in the first half. They outscored us 40-21 in the second half. So clearly a big disadvantage there. And they were just hungrier. At the end of the day, they wanted it more, and they had their fans behind them, and we couldn't overcome that hurdle. We had a good 5-7 point lead, comfortable for a good amount of the game. And at the end, once again, we couldn't close the gap once they went on about a 17-2 run in the second half. Once again, playing on the road, those are tough hurdles to overcome. 17-2 run is a big hurdle, and obviously we couldn't get it done at the end of the day.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head there. And with Lamar Wilkerson's foul issues coming quickly in the second half, somebody else had to step up at that time. And what happens, unfortunately, Tucker DeVries, it was not his night. He does not get a good shooting night. Did not hit. Only took. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong stat line there. I lost his. Oh, there it is. 1 of 9.
Yeah.
1 of 9. Just not. That's not going to work. 6 of 6 at the free throw line, which is great. 4 of 13 on the night as a whole, but just was not his night behind the 3-point line. And this is a team, like you said, live and die. When that's your mantra, and one of your, if not your best 3-point shooter is on the bench, somebody's got to step up.
Yeah, once Wilkerson went out, I said Tucker has got to step up. DeVries has got to show, what he can do, and obviously a tough shooting night from the 3-point line. And he still had 15 points, but once your kind of wingman and Wilkerson goes out, he's got to step up and kind of carry the load until he can get back in the game. And obviously that wasn't the case. It was a big Kentucky run there in the second half. I felt fantastic through the first half, even the first 5-10 minutes of the second half. Still feeling really great about the game. And then once again, that 17-2 run came around, and couldn't bounce back. But we got some opportunities. Obviously, a bad skid we're on here at Minnesota loss, and obviously the Louisville game in Indy, and then here we are in Rupp Arena tonight, not coming home with a victory either. So we've got to learn from these losses. Once again, March is a long way away. That's the good part. We got to learn from these losses. We got to start turning it around and figuring out what we need to do better in order to find success in the end. It's a long season, but you don't want this skid to go on too long, because that could obviously turn us down in the other direction as well. So we got to get this thing figured out. Obviously, Coach DeVries, he's going to see our opportunities. But 4 of 24 from the 3-point line is tough to handle on the road. We make half of those, even shoot 30-40%. We're winning this basketball game. So it just matters about the little areas here and there.
Yeah, this is not. Probably no one's ringing an alarm bell here. You're on the road. I was actually, like I said, I was a little surprised they hung in there a little stronger in the first half, and I thought that they might, partly due to Kentucky's inabilities, but so they get credit for that. But they're going to have to get stronger as far as deeper. I mentioned a minute ago that when Lamar Wilkerson was on the bench and Tucker DeVries was not having a night, well, neither was Dorn or Enright or Trent Sisley. They combined to go 0 for 7. Somebody's got to do something. Just if those guys hit one each, or if just 2 of them hit one, and that helps a ton. I mean, there's 6 points right there. But it's not just the points. It's the flow. It's the momentum. It's just there's so many things that goes into when everyone is not hitting. It just allows a constant free flow for you're giving up probably more fast break point. And you can see what Kentucky how they did on fast break points. What was that?
You got basically only played 7 players.
Very slow game.
Played 8 minutes.
Very slow game. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the game or all the points came in different ways. Not in the break though, in the half court or whatever. Yeah. But how many? I'll tell you where they came from. That's easy to figure out. What is quickly, without looking at the stats? What's a high number of fouls or free throws to shoot, either free throws to shoot a game or fouls to be called a game?
A high number?
Yeah.
I tell you, we probably hit that. Kentucky was in the double bonus very early in both halves.
No, I'm just talking about just overall for the game.
I'd say probably 30 fouls.
There were 67 free throws shot.
For Indiana and Kentucky, yeah. So I'd say about 30
combined.
A team. Is that 60 fouls total? Yeah, probably 60 to 70.
Yeah, and then the 37 or whatever I said. Personal
What
foul.
did we end up with? We
18
got
for
24
Kentucky,
fouls.
24 for
Yeah.
Indiana. So
24 and 18. Yeah, we're aggressive on defense, which is good, but
oh,
obviously you can't get caught by the refs, and that got us in trouble early. And obviously Wilkerson going out too with 4 fouls early in the second half. That was tough. So we're aggressive defensively, which is fantastic. We love to see it, but there is a fine line between being too aggressive to where it gets you in trouble, and that obviously is the mark we hit today. So basically, we played 7 players. Reed Bailey played 8 minutes, and we're not a real deep squad right now. Do have some injuries, still some guys coming back, but at the end of the day, if you're in foul trouble, you need a deep bench in order to carry that on, and clearly we just didn't have it today.
yeah, Scott Laskowski with us, our game analyst, and before we get going, we'll talk about rebounding. Indiana wins the rebounding battle. How the hell does that happen? Actually,
I was
a
surprised to
positive.
see that. I honestly thought we were going to get. I thought it was going to be much more lopsided than that. Yeah, I thought they
Yeah.
were way more aggressive.
But covers, how about some covers, baby? I wish I had a butter burger right now.
The only
How's the
thing that could make
Butterburger
this night
business?
better, I tell you what, man. The only thing that can make this night a little bit decent is a nice juicy Butterburger with a cheese curd and some concrete mixers. That could turn this night around after that ugly loss at Kentucky. But yeah, it's been good.
Hey, what about a
We've
Culver's
been
truck?
very blessed.
We need a Culver's truck.
Yeah, a little food truck. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, a little mini, that little mini. What do you call the machine that pours out your custard or?
Yeah, we got our shake machine or a custard machine. Yeah.
Oh man, I'd rather have the shake personally, but
Oh yeah.
but they're both so good. But yeah, gotta have one of those, each of those in there. Ooh, drive that around. That would be fun. That'd be fun.
Absolutely. Yeah. If any of you Indiana fans out in Bloomington tonight are sulking in the loss, just head over and grab yourselves a Butterburger, and that'll make the night better. Trust me. It's going to be all right.
And what time are they open till?
Midnight. Weekends 1 a.m. So yeah, especially in college town, that's not normal. Typically, like in Bedford and all the other restaurants, 10 p.m. is when we close throughout the week, and then 11 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. But obviously, Bloomington being a college town, we stay open later because it's a lot more lively around 11, midnight, 1 a.m. So yeah, grab yourselves a late night burger.
Oh, be damned! I didn't know that.
Oh
I
yeah.
did not know that. All right. Well, that's good to hear. But yeah, yeah. Next time, bring some Butterburgers. Damn it!
I got you.
I'm kidding. Like, what are you going to hand it to me through the screen? Yeah, be
We're in the
great.
same neighborhood. I'll drive it over to you.
There, no lie to that. Hey, but this was also Indiana's last opportunity to get a notable win. Not that this would have been, and I said, I think I posted this today. I go, this may not show up in the metrics at the end of the year because Kentucky's not that good of a team. Well, it may not show up in the metrics in a positive way, but it would have shown up in a lot of other. It would have just been good for momentum. It would have been good for a lot of things, but it didn't happen. It wasn't, but it wasn't the beatdown that we've seen in the last few years when Indiana went out to Las Vegas and played Arizona and got just destroyed, or Indiana goes out to Kansas and gets just destroyed. And just so it's nice to see them competing, and even that's a tough place to freaking play, man. You're playing in rough freaking arena. Are you kidding me? They were booing them. I mean, it's how it should be, but they were getting booed. And so that's a tough environment. They could have pulled that out, man. That would have been huge. But
yeah, especially with
now they've got to go
rivalry
forward.
is crazy. The rivalry.
Yeah, they've just got to go forward now and focus on the Big Ten. And geez, speaking of the Big Ten, Scott, hello, did you see Nebraska go to Illinois today and knock off the Illini? Illinois is 11-0 for the first time. I mean, Nebraska is 11-0 for the first time in program history. Fred Hoiberg's got it going. He's got his big red machine rolling out there.
The Big Ten is going to be a heck of a gauntlet this year. I
Oh,
tell you what, obviously you got Purdue at the top there, Illinois, Michigan State
no,
right at the
Michigan's at
top
the
two.
top. Michigan's at the top.
Yeah, Michigan. Yeah. They're gonna be tough. It's gonna be one heck of a season in the Big
And
Ten.
Illinois is
A
still a
lot of
good
big dogs
team. They
battling back and
just
forth.
lost to another good team. UCLA, I think that they're going to be decent. It's going to be very, very. I thought Indiana could. I'm like, yeah, maybe eighth. No, that's waning. That hope or thought is. I'm like, maybe they can stay in the top 10, but and it's just because the Big Ten it's deep. I think Iowa is going to be a team Indiana is going to have to fight for positioning. If you know what I mean. I don't know who else. I haven't really. Iowa's one of the teams I've seen something out of, so I have an understanding about them. But it's going to be interesting, man. I mean, but the Big Ten is going to be a gun and knife fight, all game in, game out. It's going to be a freaking wild. This is going to be an awesome basketball season, but we've got so much football ahead of us before we get to that, man. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to doing this with you. And thanks a lot for this evening as well. Hope you enjoy the Heisman ceremony. And like Scott said, for everybody, if you're whenever you're out and about, stop by and visit him at Culver's. He's bouncing around the different locations. Pops is out. He'll be out here some.
Stop in
John,
there. Yep. Dad's
John,
working at the Bloomington location. Yep. He'll be in there usually 5 or 6 times a week. Swing on by, talk some Indiana basketball. And it's a great atmosphere in there. And I tell you what, we got a long season ahead and a big 10 gauntlet coming up. We got 2 games, Chicago State and Siena, our next 2 games. Hopefully, obviously, those will be blowout victories. And then Washington, Maryland, and Nebraska, we start the Big Ten gauntlet. So, we got to learn. We got to grow, and it's a long season. Coach DeVries is going to get these guys rolling, and I think come March you're going to see a much different basketball team than we see today. We go from there. Obviously, shooting is a big part of it, and we'll get this ship righted. I don't doubt it, and I think we're going to be just fine in the end.
That's it, man. Scott Leskowski's got it going. Stop by and visit him at Culver's, and stop by and visit. Thank you for stopping by and visiting us this evening. And we're back. I'm back on Monday, of course, with Indiana Sports Beat Radio each Monday. And I guess a big announcement coming on Monday. I'm going to hold it until Monday. I have not officially announced it yet. So
all right.
We're adding a new affiliate. That's all I'll say.
All right.
I've kind of hinted at it before, but I haven't said anything. We didn't have the official go ahead, but now it's ready to go, baby. So, Jack, we're back on Monday. Appreciate you. Go out, have yourselves a good time. Stop having some covers. Until then, for Scott, I'm Jim Coyle. I will see you on the radio.
Go Hoosiers, baby. Indiana football, baby. All the way.
Thanks for listening to Indiana Sports Beat Radio. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page for more clips and team coverage of Indiana basketball, football, and more. You can also find full episodes and tons of other content on thehoosier.com. We'll see you next time for another edition of Indiana Sports Beat Radio.